Hey guys, Jordan here at Pro Marine. Today I'm going to show you the brand new 2026 Caymas DV22 behind me. This is a special one here, folks. This has the brand new 425 Mercury V10 in the back in cold fusion right here. Yes, I said it right. This is the first 22-foot segment boat right here, rated for a 425 horsepower motor, and we have it right here to show them right now at Pro Marine. I'll take you down the side of this thing right away. This one right here is colored in silver mist, white and tungsten pins. Looks absolutely stunning. You can imagine on the water, this boat's just going to light up and shine. And again, talking construction, this boat right here, this is a true one-piece boat right here. Caymas does it different from our competition out there. We have a zero flex stringer system in this boat right here, where they actually build it in one piece, and it's dropped down into the hull. It's going to be the driest and most comfortable ride out there. This boat's going to be approaching speeds of over close to 80 miles an hour, and even at that speed, a person can let go of the wheel, and the boat's going to drive itself. So again, wrapped in silver mist right here, we have our fiberglass fenders. These are the black standard wheels on this guy right here. One of my favorite parts about the back here is how this is all laid out, but I got to first mention right here this beast of a motor. This is the new Mercury 425 V10 cold fusion right here. So you can imagine it's going to show a little bit less water spots versus our traditional black motor. You can see this thing is, I'm 6 feet tall, and this thing is a beast. So this boat right here has a 27 pitch prop on this, the actual Rev X. So you can imagine this motor right here is going to push this boat absolutely phenomenal through the water. Coming back to the transom back here, we can see we have our standard stainless steel flip down ladder right here. So easy boarding into the boat. You can see down the bottom here, those are our built-in zip wake trim tabs. I'll touch those more on the inside once we get up there. And also, too, one of my favorite parts about this boat is back in this transom right here, this cubby right here. We can flip this guy up, and we have all of our breakers right here. So we have our main boat breaker. We can turn it on and off. There's a jump start feature built into here as well. One plug, that's going to charge all 5 batteries in the boat right there. So one plug to do it all. We have our drain plug and our trolling motor breaker switch right here. What's great about this right here, you can put it like that there. It's out of the way. Even if the boat's covered too, the actual cover has a built-in slot right here. So if it's covered, you can open this up still, and super easy access, which is great. Flat transom back here. We have built-in flush mount rod tubes back here. So just an awesome laid out transom back here. I'm going to hop inside right away, and then we'll get in some of the meat potatoes of the inside, what makes this boat a Caymas. So okay, guys, we're inside the brand new Caymas DV22 right here. You can see one of my favorite features right away about this boat is the cockpit. And what I mean by that is that we can make this cockpit exactly how you want it. One boat, we can have pods, no pods, jump seats. This particular boat right here is equipped with the removable pods and the jump seats. So you can see on this side over here, we have our pod that's in the boat. Again, nice thing about this thing was in the boat, it's held in by 2 thumb knobs right here. You can take this thing out with ease as well. But what's nice about it, when it's in the boat like this right here, it's part of the boat. So you can jump on this, you can fish off this thing. This thing doesn't move at all. So that's one awesome feature about the pod being in there. We took this side out already right here. So you can see now with the pod out, how much room there is right here. So what's nice about that, it makes it allow you so you can stand right here on the side of the boat. So if you're netting fish or if you're fishing, I know a lot of fishing guys like this right here. It makes the actual cockpit that much bigger back here. What's nice too is that this one's equipped with the jump seats as well. So when the pod's out like this, you can take the jump seat, flip that up, and now you have an awesome seat to sit right there. So what's great about that too is this also piggybacks about storage as well. So we do have storage underneath here as well too right away. So you do not lose any storage when you do option with the jump seat feature right there. So great add back here. Also back here in the transom, we can see this is a flat transom. And most people talk about the actual lip on the transom. Well, I'll point out right away, this boat has the actual big lip right here built into it. But from standing on the inside of the boat, you really can't see it. And that's because all these lids in here in the Livewell are built up right here, which gives us more storage and a bigger Livewell as well. What's great about that too, for fishing wise, this is basically a built-in casting deck. So when you're up here, you can fish like this. You're not going to trip over anything. So a great little feature right here that's kind of hidden in a way. Also right here, we have a base for putting in a seat. So if you want to put a fold down seat right there or a bike seat, great spot for that. Also built in tool holders as well. So all your pliers and that kind of thing can be situated right there. I got to touch on this big Livewell right away. So this is one area right here that fishermen and tournament fishermen especially are going to love. This is a 50-gallon Livewell. So look how big this thing is. Of course, it's completely watertight. It does have the Livewell divider in there. We can take that out too right away. But what's really cool about this Livewell right here too, though, is that you can see in here we got fill pumps everywhere. This Livewell does not have the cable and valve system in here. which means that we're not going to have any gross cables getting sticky over time and that kind of thing. This Livewell has 6 Livewell pumps. So we have 2 fill, 2 recirculate, and 2 drain pumps in here. So it's a complete powered Livewell right here. And again, no more sticky cables or valves to get corroded over time. We have our house battery package in this boat right here. So in the floor down here, we have our house and our cranking batteries down here right away. And you can see they're in the floor. They're centered in the boat right away for center of gravity. I'll show you here in a little bit, but our trolling motor batteries are up front in the floor as well. So standard right here too, we have 4 fold down seats that come in this boat right away. Standard feature on the Caymas. Also too, I got to point out too, in the cockpit, you can see no carpet. This is 100% aqua traction. This is going to wrap from the back of the boat all the way to the front as well. So what's nice about aqua traction versus carpet, it does not absorb water. So if you get this thing wet, it's going to dry out a lot faster. Does not stain. It looks great. It's a little bit softer on your feet as well too. So from a fishing perspective, a cosmetic perspective, aqua traction, hands down, the #1 flooring in any kind of fishing boat like this right here. So, and this boat's completely wrapped in it. So next up, I'm going to show you here the consoles of the boat. This is another big feature for Caymas. I'm going to point off right away the actual heavy-duty windshield. So you can see it's wrapped in black, extremely heavy-duty. It's hard to see in the video, but like when you grab this thing does not flex at all, which is great. You know, these boats are in big water, big waves, and that kind of thing. And that's one thing Caymas realizes, is that this thing needs to be stout and it can't move. So this thing's going to take a beating for a long time. It's going to hold up for you, which is great. We do have grab handles built into the sides right here and also right here. So again, you know, what's nice about that right there, people kind of overlook it sometimes, but if you're sitting here driving, you know, a person always kind of grabs a windshield to help yourself up. Well, now we have a built-in grab handle right there to kind of help yourself up right there. So that is very functional. As I'm sitting right here too, I want to show you right away from the driver's point of view, very clear visibility. This boat's pre-rigged for any graph you want to do. So if you want to do Garmin, Humminbird, Lowrance, we can do it all right here. We have plenty of space to mount a couple graphs too right away. Or if a person wants one big 16, we can do that as well. We have a tilt wheel. We have our trim levers right here for jack plate and our main motor trim. We have our zip wake automatic trim tabs right here. We have jack plate gauges, we have Mercury SmartCraft gauges, and then our Bluetooth Rockford Fosgate stereo right here. And again, all of our buttons are down here as well, so easy to grab. This can control all your lights, the Livewells, all that good stuff, and of course throttle controls for the big 425 right here. So just a great cockpit location right here. I'll show you over here on the passenger side. Again, we have the great built-in handle. Also new, we have a giant glove box, which is great because it's kind of a catch-all for a lot of people, but this thing is massive. You can see how deep it is in there. So great cubby right there, wrapped in carbon fiber on the outside right here. We do have built-in cup holders that are up high as well, so easy to grab. Great little feature. Also a wireless phone charger down there as well for the passenger. Down here too, we have spot for rods right there, so we can layer rods if you're going from spot to spot really quick. You put the rod butts or the tips in there right away. So also too, you can kind of look underneath here, underneath the console. Tons of room underneath there. So again, if you want to shove, you know, it's great for any kind of bait buckets and that kind of thing. We do have power right here as well. So if you have an aerator built into your bait bucket, you can plug it in right away as well too right there. So built for that, but also too, if you just have extra clothes out today, if it's cold in the morning and hot in the afternoon, take off your bibs, that kind of thing. Tons of storage in the boat, but if you want, you can shove it underneath there too right away. Tons of room right there. On this side as well, we do have storage also underneath the driver's side. This does pop open right here too, and you can see a lot of waterproof dry storage underneath there as well. So going to the front of the boat, again, I want to point out here, you can see complete aqua traction in the bow of the boat as well. So again, never going to get dirty on you. If you get blood on the floor, it comes right out. In the rod locker right here, this is another big focal point. One of the biggest rod lockers out there. There is actually 15 tubes in here and it holds 10-foot rods. So absolutely massive. We also have a built-in ruler that pulls out right here as well. So nice little spot for that. And here I'll show you on the inside of this giant rod locker right here. Again, 15 tubes. We got the tree back here, one of the biggest out there. And again, this does hold 10-foot rods. So absolute massive rod locker. So I'm going to go up to the front of the boat here. I'm going to show you some of the storage up there as well. And you're going to be blown away by how much there really is. So again, huge casting deck up here. And I'm going to open these up right away on both sides for you. And you can look down in there how deep this actual compartments are. And this storage goes all the way up to the bow as well. So there's a spot right there to hold your rods as well. This side, the same thing, super massive storage, completely waterproof, goes all the way up to the bow. And you can see like this deck on here is actually raised up a little bit. So we do have that much more storage as well in here. Also in here, we have a foam insulated cooler as well with a drain. So great for keeping all the snacks and the cold drinks in there all day. And again, wrapped in complete aqua traction. So I'm going to show you another thing up here right away. We do have a spot, again, if you're going from spot to spot, a spot for rods right here on the side. We have a retractable buckle, and then that's a hole right there we can put the actual rod tips into. We have our bike seat, which is adjustable up and down. And also up here in the bow, we have a spot. Again, we can rig any trolling motor on this boat. Any graph up here. We do have a spot for our drinks, our tool holders, our foot pedal right here. And again, we have all of our switches too up there too for all of our live wells and lights too right away. Repetitive and linked to the back one back here. So also I want to show you this windshield again here just from a front point of view. We can see now too, this windshield is as I call it, North Dakota proof. We're always windy up here, but this is on a friction hinge right here. So as wind comes up and that kind of thing, if you would grab this windshield right here, this thing is going to stop at any position right here. So again, North Dakota proof. Also too, when it's closed all the way, we do have a strong magnet down here as well. So that closes like that right there. And this thing is solid right here. So no more straps, no more clamps, super easy. All you gotta do is open and close it like that. And that thing stays put right there. And not to mention, you just gotta look at this thing. Look how sleek that windshield looks right here. It's all flat. It's very automotive feel. Great looking windshield. And heavy duty. So you come to the back, you person can't miss right away the giant white 425 sitting back there. Just a absolute beast of a motor. So, but yes, some of my favorite features about this boat. And again, you know, it's hard to, you can't show this on video. But you know, when you drive this boat, one of my favorite things about this thing is really how this thing handles in rough water. Speed, overall performance of this boat right here. So Caymas designed this boat right here for rough water performance and speed as well. So we're talking zero flex hull, one piece hull, completely foam filled as well. So everything about this boat that I can't show you because it's built into the boat goes towards the overall performance of this boat right away. So, you know, we're talking speeds upwards of 80 miles an hour with this 425 on the back. And again, going that fast, even if you have people in this boat, fuel in the boat, you can be going that fast, have your hand on the wheel, let go of the wheel, and this boat's going to track perfectly straight every single time. So as a person is going upwards of 80 miles an hour, it feels like you're going 20 just because this boat's in that much control. Another big portion too that I can't show you on video, but you know, we've had these boats out now for about 3 years here, and you know, just from other repeat customers having these boats out there and actually using them, that's probably the best feedback so far. And this boat in rough water, how it handles it is absolutely superb. It's phenomenal. I dare you, if you're at the boat ramp and you see anyone with a Caymas boat, walk up to them once and just truly ask them, say, how do you like your Caymas? And I think you're all going to be pleasantly surprised on how this boat overall handles. And again, I'm not talking, you know, just looks and that kind of thing. Overall performance, speed, rough water capability, also fishability, how this boat's laid out, all the storage in here, all the full aqua traction, the heavy duty windshield, the 425, everything about this boat gives this boat the complete ultimate fishing package right here. So this boat just landed here at Pearl Marine in Bismarck, North Dakota. Stop down and check it out.